Question: n square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if n is option A an integer, option B a natural number, option C an odd integer, and option D an even integer. Let us take the first option. If n is an integer, n square minus 1 can be written as n minus 1 into n plus 1. If n is an integer, then n minus 1 into n plus 1 is just a multiplication of two even integers or two odd integers. This does not guarantee that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if n is an integer. So, not option A. Let us go to option B. Option B is if n is a natural number. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. N square minus 1 can be written as n minus 1 into n plus 1. The same explanation that we have given for option A holds here also. N minus 1 into n plus 1 is just a multiplication of two even numbers or two odd numbers. This does not guarantee that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8. Now let us see option C. Option C is if n is an odd integer. If n is odd integer, then it can be written as n is equal to 2k plus 1, where k is any integer. Now n square minus 1 can be written as n minus 1 into n plus 1. Substitute n is equal to 2k plus 1. 2k plus 1 minus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 1. 1 gets cancelled. Simplify it. 2k into 2k plus 2. Take 2 as common. Becomes 2k into 2 into k plus 1, which is equal to 4k into k plus 1. Now n square minus 1 can be written as 4 into k plus 1, where k is any integer. Now let us analyze the term k into k plus 1. K into k plus 1 is the product of two consecutive integers. Which means it is always a product of one even integer and one odd integer. If k is even, then k plus 1 is odd. If k is odd, then k plus 1 is even. So the product of k and k plus 1 is always a product of even and odd numbers. Now the product of an even integer and odd integer is always an even integer. An even integer is of the form 2p, where p is some integer. Therefore, k into k plus 1 can be written as 2 times p. Therefore, n square minus 1, which is equal to 4 into k times k plus 1, can be written as 4 into 2p. Therefore, n square minus 1 is equal to 8p. If n is an odd integer, then n square minus 1 is divisible by 8. So, n square minus 1 is divisible by 8 when n is odd. Therefore, option 3 is the right answer.